What's up, everyone? My name is Dimebot, and welcome back to Flight Sim and Favorite Places to Fly. Today we are in Alaska, specifically Ted Stevens Anchorage International. That's right, we are taking off from the municipality of Anchorage in the U.S. state of Alaska. The most populous city in the state, although it is not very populous by the standards of the lower 48, but let's talk about that once we get flying. Right, here we are rolling at Ted Stevens. Now, I have adjusted the time of day. Long-time followers of the channel or long-time simmers, you'll know that it can be notoriously difficult to get a decent time of day this far north, depending on the time of year, so I have gone ahead and alleviated that problem. I'm going to go ahead and climb out. As you can see, typical Alaska, surrounded by absolutely beautiful mountains. I'm an outdoors lover, and this just makes my heart happy. So you will notice the water there too. So we are in the Anchorage metropolitan area. We are looking at 40% of the state's population here. Around 291,000 as of the 2020 census. So now, as always, some of these figures may not be accurate. But you can see the city there nestled in with the mountains. So we are at the terminus of the Cook Inlet, which is a peninsula. We are on a peninsula, rather. Words are hard, huh? So, hence the water that you see around us. Now, this city has an interesting history. It was first settled as a tent city near the mouth of Ship Creek in 1915 when construction on the Alaska Railroad began. It was incorporated as a city in 1920, and then in 1975, the city of Anchorage merged with the Greater Anchorage Area Borough, creating the municipality, which is why I used that term very deliberately a minute ago, in case you were wondering, because there is a history there. So, it covers about... municipality city limit covers about 1,900 square miles. So you've got the urban core, you've got a military base, outlying communities, and almost all of Chugach State Park. So less than 10% of the municipality itself is actually populated, if you were thinking that was a huge area and wondering about the low population numbers. One thing that I found interesting while I was doing my research for this video is that because of where Anchorage sits, it's almost equidistant from New York City, Tokyo, and Murmansk, Russia, going straight over the North Pole. So that means it lies within 10 hours by air of nearly 90% of the inhabited global north. So if you've ever seen the show about about Alaska's airport, Ted Stevens Anchorage International, and wondered why there was so many international cargo flights and things stopping there, it's a major refueling hub because of where it is. Love the lighting that we have today with the sunset. As you can see, the town is pretty well spread out, but keep in mind that there's a massive, massive area here that it technically covers, but we are over the most densely populated part right now. And the astute among you will have picked up on the fact that I called it Cook Inlet. Yes, that Cook, Captain James Cook. He was among the first Europeans to map the Alaskan coastline, and a lot of the geological features still bear the names he gave them. He was looking for the Northwest Passage. Fans of history will know how that worked out. This is a very calming place to fly, I find. The EFB would zoom in on this. That would be great. Alright, here we are. Thank you, EFB, for your non-workingness. We're just going to let that go. Stubborn thing. Now, there are several places you can fly from here if you really want to. Those of you familiar with the Aleutian Islands, you can set out down that chain. It's going to be quite a little haul, but you can make the flight if you want to. If you are simming and flying one of the big boys, well, you can stop here for fuel and then continue on to where you were going. So lots of interesting possibilities. Also, you can pretend to be a bush pilot. Plenty of bush flights do take place out of the airports around here. So all in all, a very interesting place to come fly. And one that is all the more beautiful than a lot of the other places we fly because of these mountains and the just harsh terrain that is so beautiful. As we turn back by the airport, that will do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you have a place you want me to check out, leave it in the comments below. And hey, if you really enjoyed my videos, consider becoming a channel member and supporting my work. If you're here to the end on YouTube, thank you very much. My name is Ninebot. I'll see you guys next time.